There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some more news concerning Joe Joyce and Anthony Joshua. This is part 2 of 2 because I had to counterpunch a lot more in this article by Joe Joyce, and I want to touch a couple points that he made. Okay, he mentioned glass cannon, and glass cannon is a definition. And let me read it for you. It says it's a plural glass cannons, but a role-playing games, board games, video games, when a character or unit with strong offensive power but weak defensive capabilities. That's what that's what Joe Joyce said about Anthony Joshua, and I think what he meant by that was Joshua is very offensive minded, but he's not as good defensive, so I think that was a stab at Anthony Joshua for getting caught like he did with Andy Ruiz, because he was all offense and he kind of threw defense out of the window and got caught. It could have meant that, in sparring where he was able to catch Anthony Joshua in spots. But let's be real, Joe Joyce is known to take a lot of shots, and he's known for his lack of defense. So, but it's a good thing, and the special ability that he has, he is able to absorb a lot of shots. Okay, like the Daniel Dubois fight, the Carlos Takam fight, he took some punches. Even the Stavern fight, and Stavern is not known to be a weak puncher. He might not be the best heavyweight, but he can definitely crack, okay? And another thing I want to talk to you guys about is you were given everything. Joe Joyce said that Anthony Joshua was given everything. And I think this is the second or third time that he's mentioned that, because he was in an interview and he mentioned that maybe about 6 months ago. And he said that Anthony Joshua was given everything or more opportunities than himself. So when you start hearing the same thing from the same person about another fighter, it might bother him a bit. Okay. So don't get me wrong. Anthony Joshua, he did get a lot of breaks. He was marketed well. He got with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn knew, I have a promoter's dream. I am that promoter, so I'm going to do exactly what it takes to get this guy where it needs to be. As opposed to Joe Joyce, he didn't have that luxury, even though he's still undefeated. He hasn't had breaks like Anthony Joshua, but not everybody can stay on top. Everybody has to wait their turn. Everybody has a different path. Okay, that's just like saying Canelo versus Triple G. Triple G had a way different path than Canelo Alvarez. And Golovkin, Triple G, was undefeated a lot longer than Canelo. Why? Because Canelo had the opportunities. He got the doors open to get the bigger fights, like Floyd Mayweather. That's why he's bigger to this day. Just like Anthony Joshua got the opportunity to take on Vladimir Klitschko, the long-reigning champion, okay? Once that derailed by Tyson Fury jumped abandoned ship, right? Went in derailment, and he came in, and it was his time to shine. So, again, 2 different paths. But does that bother Joe Joyce? I think it does, since he's mentioning it. But if I was going to guess of somebody that bothered somebody, it would be Joshua, because Joshua was the one with the insults or the criticism about Joe Joyce and what he would do to Joe Joyce. Again, what did Joe Joyce do to Anthony Joshua? For Anthony Joshua to lash out at him. That's where the meltdown takes place and all this and that. Joyce took a shot at the endorsements. Okay, the endorsements and all that. He said, how's that going for you? I'm like, okay, well, that's making him money. That's bringing him money. So I don't think that's making him bitter. But if anything, that's another thing that sticks out about Joshua besides other fighters. You don't see other fighters with a huge amount of endorsements like that. The man makes $12 million a year or 12 million pounds or whatever. You know, pounds or dollars. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's up there, right? With the endorsements alone, right? So I think a lot of people outside looking in, they see Joshua with that and they wish they had that. That's what you call envy. Okay, so at the end of the day, Joe Joyce is really giving him his counter. And I think this is new grounds to plant a great seed so we can see a fight between unbeaten juggernaut Joe Joyce taking on former two-time heavyweight superstar boxer Anthony Joshua. You guys tell me what you think about this second part of this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.